Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard, or live in my...
What's up, guys? This is Mike for Narcotropolis. I'm not going to wait for people to get in here. I'm just going to go and talk because I'm sure people watch this on the replay. First of all, let me say, God bless everybody. I hope everybody's doing fine. I'm doing much better. I just don't want to repeat myself. Maybe I should wait for some more people to come in. Good afternoon for the 6 that are watching so far. Don't know who you are. It's okay. You don't have to say hi. So, like I said, I hope everybody's doing fine. Your families are doing fine. Health-wise, hope you're all doing good. I'm doing much better now. I had a little setback. I was hospitalized for 4 days. Don't want to get into the details, but I'm a little better now. I wanted to go out that week. I put a video up, I believe it was Thursday or Friday, of that'll be the 8th or the 9th, May 8th or May 9th. I dropped the videos showing these bags. That I will be going out that weekend or the following week. On the 12th, which was Monday, I got hospitalized. My heart literally stopped. That's all I want to. So I'm going to say, hey, Kathy, God bless you and your family. Kathy, right? Yeah, Kathy. I don't want to get into the details, but that's what I have to say. But I feel much better now. I've been taking my medication. And I just want to get healthy and get back on the street so I can give out these bags that I promised you guys that I will make videos for you guys. Why does it keep going on and off? Let me plug it. But I just want to show you these bags real quick. Pretty cool. They got an ace bandage. It's hard doing this backwards. I don't know if you can see that. It has syringes in there. It has alcohol pads. It has... On the back here, this thing it's a sweat cloth. Over here in the corner, let's see if you can see. I think this is gonna be hard to do. Right here in my hand, that's a tampon for girls. Iodine, alcohol pads, antibiotics, tape, of course, a bless you card from the Lord, gauze. Just a medical bag. I really worked hard with these bags, and I made like 40 of them. I really want to give them to the people that deserve it and need it. Usually when I'm giving out things like this for free, people see that it's free and they just want to take it. And they'll take the syringe out of it and they'll throw away the rest. I've seen my bags literally in the middle of the street with half the content still in it. I'm seriously. So I only look out for people now that they seriously need it. So now I look out for wounds in people's bodies, legs and stuff like that, so that way I can, make sure the right people get it, because I paid a lot of money for that stuff. This wasn't donated. I had no more wound care. I've been asking for months, and so when I got some money, I went out and spent $300 on some wound care and some other things um, that wasn't wound care. But um, I've been going through a lot lately. I mean, a lot. Um, I want to get out there soon. I'm gonna like. I'm not gonna be walking for when I used to make videos on Kensington. I used to walk 10 blocks that way, 10 blocks this way, 5 blocks. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'll probably stay in 2 block, radius. I'll drive around, see where the most people in need are, like an area. I'll scope it out, um, and I'll do it that way. I'll walk a little bit. I get more views when I walk. Um, it's just not going to be like before. Um, I can breathe better. Uh, my heart is stronger. I took all my antibiotics. Today was the last day. I got out of the hospital last Thursday. I had to take 7-week antibiotics, a pill each day. So that's done. I don't want to get into details what happened to me. Just don't want to get into details. But I'm taking other medications, much better. Um, my heart stopped. It took the ambulance kept my heart going, and it kept stopping. They had to shock me back at least 3 times until they got me to the ICU, and they kept it stable. My heart. I really don't want to talk about this because it's bringing me a lot of emotion. This whole week I came to realize that May 12th could have been my last day, and for the last 7 weeks I've been taking my son out every single day to the park, places that I would take him once a week. Now I've been taking him every day, and I'd be looking at him and I'd be thinking, wow, how close it was for him, me not being here, and him not seeing me no more, and it's just it's it was close. Um, wow. It, count your blessings, man. Give your children hugs and kisses, your grandchildren. Tell them you love them every day, because you never know when it's your last day. You really don't. And it's scary. I know we all have to go one day, but when you're not, nobody's prepared to die, but like unexpected. And when you realize how close you was to death, you start to appreciate things more. What I noticed this week, little things don't bother me no more. Little things that my son did, it really doesn't bother me no more. Um, just think about the normal things that frustrate you. Somebody beeping the horn behind you, somebody taking your parking spot. It could be anything. Little things that really don't mean nothing in life, really. You start to realize it really doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't. Little things don't bother me no more because I'm not supposed to be here. I really do believe that I wasn't supposed to be here this week. Hey, Kumeg, how just going over it. If you want to rewind it back for 5 minutes and listen to what I'm talking about, I really don't want to repeat it, Meg. Just go back 5 minutes and listen to what I've been saying, and then come back live. So, yep. So, yeah, it's tough. But I really don't want to talk about the details. I just want to explain to you what happened to me. So I really don't have to say what medically happened to me. But I just wanted to go. People's like, oh, why he making no videos? I got a nasty email by some jerk saying that I lied to the people and all that. Like, don't even know what happened in my life. I don't really have to explain what happened in my life. I can make videos anytime I want. But I felt like to my members and my true followers, I thought I should explain to them. They deserve it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's been going on in my life. I'm getting a lot better though. I feel stronger. That what was it? Sunday, I believe it was. No, what's today? Thursday. What's up, Pete? Today's Thursday. Tuesday. I went to the park in South Philadelphia, and my son was in there playing football. But kids a little older than him, like maybe 9, 10. And he was playing quarterback, and he didn't understand. He knows how to throw the ball, but he didn't understand how to throw to a receiver. Somebody's defending him to keep the ball away from the receiver. And I went out there and showing him, and next thing you know, the boys wanted me to play quarterback. So I was throwing the ball around. Sometimes the boys would throw it over my head, and I have to jog to grab it. And I realized for the first time in maybe 4 or 5 years that I wasn't out of breath. I wasn't out of breath. You see me walking on Kensington Avenue. That's walking, and you hear me. And a lot of you comment, man, you better do things. You better do something about your health because you don't sound too good. Man, were you guys so right? You guys were right. You guys were on point with that. So I was playing football with my son, and these boys, and I wasn't tired. Like, I was jogging for this ball, and I would pick it up. Elias is doing good. Pete, if you want, you can go back 10 minutes into this video or 9 minutes, 8 minutes, and listen to the story I was talking about, how my life's been. I don't want to repeat everything I said, and then just listen to the first 6, 7 minutes or something, and then come back if you want. So yeah, I feel good, like I know I'm not healthy, but I feel healthy. Like I never ever, like I said, you heard me walking on Kensington Avenue. I'm jogging in the grass, picking up this football, throwing it, and I'm sitting there like, I would usually be like, I wasn't like that at all. I'm taking the right meds. I'm not smoking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just taking all the right meds that I'm supposed to, and the not smoking, the cut back on sugar. I take a Splenda now instead of regular sugar. I've been stopped the cakes and stuff like that. All the sweet stuff, the orange juice, all that stuff is gone. I've been eating more vegetables and stuff like that, and I feel much better. I feel energized. I really, really do feel energized and strong. And thank God. God bless. And something I haven't did in 25, 30 years. Pray every night. I remember in my when I was a child, in my teens, in my 20s, I used to pray every night, just thanking God that He got me through the day. I stopped that. I would pray occasional, but not every single night. Every night when I go to sleep now, I thank God for getting me through another day. Thank God that everything's good with Elias and my family. Everybody's healthy, and thank you for giving me another day. I don't know if you can see up on the calendar today, but today's my daughter's prom. Today's her prom, and then next month is her graduation. I'll be there tonight, and of course her graduation. And they grow up so fast. as far as Kensington, guys, I stay with, when I'm on YouTube, occasionally AML Films will pop up on my feed, especially Facebook. A lot of his stuff be popping up on my feed on Facebook, and he's out there strong doing his thing. I wish I can be out there like him doing what he does. But that's the only Kensington videos that pop up on my feed on YouTube is AML Films. Sometimes I peep at it, I watch the whole thing because I'm mad I can't get out there. I want to be out there. I really do. Yeah, time does fly. Hold on 1 second. Hello. Sorry about that, guys. I don't even know what I was talking about. But so about AML Films, yeah. So that's the only Kensington channel that pops up on my feed. So I'll be peeking at his stuff. But for some reason on Facebook, man, every time I watch some quick clicks, like I be scrolling the quick clips, or quick whatever they're called videos. He has a lot on Facebook, and I don't even follow him on Facebook, so I don't even know how that happened. Usually, things like that, you have to be following somebody. And on Facebook, I don't watch no Kensington videos at all. Only on YouTube, I'll see one here and I'll see one there. But yeah, I want to get back out there and do my thing. I'm done with the hate. I really am. If I see it, I'll just delete it, ignore it. I'm not going to respond back to it. Life is too short to go back and forth like that. Whatever people want to say about me or hate about me, you can't be hated unless you're doing something right. So, yeah, if I was irrelevant in their life, they won't make a hateful comment or they won't come at me. So, I'm not. Life is too short. I just found it out last week. So I'm going to use that positive energy to respond to good things, not no negativity. So they can try all the shots they want. They're not going to get a response from me, no matter what they say. No matter what they said, they're not going to get a response from me. Thanks, Pete. So, like I said, I don't know nothing about Kensington, and a lot of you guys ask me what's up with Amber. I have no idea. You guys tell me. You guys watch more Kensington videos than me. So, when you hear something, comment on one of the videos and let me know about Amber, because I would like to know. I mean, I was so invested in her life. You know what I mean? Just curious, just like all of you guys. And like all of us, we're all humans. We always want to know the end results of something that we so invested thinking about. Wow. Wow. He said Amber with the F. I don't know nothing about her, Pete. But so you know what I get when I drive down Kensington. What I've been getting out of it lately, um, like every year, the hotter it gets, the more people start to come out. But this on this new mayor, what I notice is there's more cops out there, a lot of cops. And what I also noticed are they're young cops. You could tell they just got out the force the academy. So they put the rookies out there. They're really not trained for them kind of streets. You know what I'm saying? Their reaction might be dangerous because they're rookies. But I talked about it on some of my drive-by videos, how they violate people's rights. On the Constitution, the Fourth Amendment, you have the right to conceal your identity unless you're committed of a crime. And what the cops do on Kensington Avenue is if they think that a person might have a warrant, and I don't even know how they think that, because just about everybody out there looks like a criminal. I don't see nobody with a suitcase and tie, a tie and suitcase walking around looking business wise. Everybody out there looks like a drug dealer. Everybody out there looks like an addict. So I don't know how they choose and pick, but a lot of times they jump out of the cars and put people against the wall and tell them to put your hands up against the wall, legally searching them, violating their Fourth Amendment by legally searching them, going in their pockets, and then violate their Fourth Amendment again by seizing their ID, running them through the computer, finding out they have warrants, arresting them. Yeah, P, I'm doing fine, buddy. And it would haul them away. Police officers swore an oath to protect and serve the community, to protect the Constitution. And they don't do that in Philly. They don't. It's not just in Kensington. It's just about everywhere in Philadelphia. And if you committed a crime and you got warrants, yeah, you deserve to be in the county jail, but the right way. We have constitutions for a reason, we have rights in this country. And I just don't like how they pick on the addicts. It's only the addicts I see them do that to. They don't do it to nobody else but the addicts. It's bad enough to have a problem. Addicts are dying in the county jail from withdrawal. You know what I'm saying? This tranq and fentanyl is killing people on withdrawal. I never seen or heard of somebody dying on withdrawal from heroin, just heroin. The overdose and die, yes, but I never seen them die during a withdrawal. But this fentanyl and tranq is killing people in the county jail from withdrawal. So it's like every time I see them target an addict on the corner and here in the handcuffs because they probably had a warrant, I pray for him. I'm like, is he going to survive the night in the county jail? Because they don't really give you methadone or strips. The strips they give you, they only give you feel-good meds like aspirins and Tylenol or Advil or Benadryl or whatever. That stuff don't work. They got to do something about it, get things right. Because, people are starting to die in the county jail now, not just in the streets of Kensington. And I noticed more people are overdosing. Man, they got some powerful stuff out there. I mean, really, really powerful stuff. I think the tranq is worse than the fentanyl. The tranq is the xylazine, the horse tranquilizer. I think that's worse than the fentanyl, because the fentanyl, you can revive somebody with Narcan. With a fentanyl overdose, you can revive them with a Narcan. You can't with tranq. And now they're selling just pure tranq. Yes, pure tranq, pure xylazine. And because it's a heroin, and then heroin with a fentanyl, and then you need something stronger, so they put tranq with fentanyl and heroin. You know what I'm saying? Then that's not working no more, because it starts with pills. That don't work no more. You need something stronger. Then you go to heroin. You start shooting up. Then you need more. So they start putting fentanyl and heroin together. And then, they would get their high. But then if they weren't getting their high anymore, they need more. So they added tranq to it. Then they needed more. Now it's just tranq. It's just like... So more and more people are just dying. Like it's sad what's going on. The government is spending a lot of money on a lot of things that has nothing to do with our country. It doesn't really. billions over there and billions over there. We got a war going on here in the streets of Philadelphia, and I'm sure across America, and it's called drugs. We got our own problems. Spend some of that money with that. You know, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not the mayor, but if I was the mayor of Philadelphia, I will open up one of them abandoned buildings on Kensington. There's probably like 100 of them. Them buildings they closed down 40, 50 years ago and sent all the jobs to China. They've been abandoned for 50. Open one of them up. They're like 7 stories, 8 stories. It probably has like 500 rooms in the building. Open that up and make it into a safe shop a center, like where people can go, medical staff there, where they can shoot up their drugs safely because they're letting them do it in the street anyway, right? So do what Canada does. Canada's doing this. Shout out to my peeps in Canada. But yeah, they got centers where you can safely inject your drugs with nurse staff there to make sure you're safe because you're only going to do it in the street anyway, correct? Okay. So, some of them, it'll have a methadone clinic for anybody that wants to get clean, invest your money in that. Invest the money in that, it will save so many lives. It'll help people to get off drugs, have counselors there and stuff like that. Like, come on, do something about it, But instead, they're tearing these buildings down and they're putting up apartment buildings and complexes and stuff like that. Like, they only care about the money coming in, They don't care about the people dying in the streets. They don't want to spend money on them, But they're putting up condos and apartments every single day. If you Google Kensington right now, go on Google Maps. Google Kensington Avenue, Philadelphia, from Girard Street all the way up to Allegheny, and look in the map area, and you'll see how many new condos are going up. Like every 2 blocks, 40 bed unit going up. Like every 2 blocks, they're putting up new condos and apartments. Like I said, go to Google Maps and you can see it for yourself. Google Earth, same thing, and you can see it for yourself. I don't make things up. But there's a war going on down here. Drugs, it's crazy. And I only see it getting worse. What kind of drug is going to be on Kensington Avenue 5 years from now? Think about it. In the last 3 years, you see it growing. Fentanyl, trank, like it getting worse, stronger. What's in the next 5 years? What's after trank? I don't know. I got to pick up my son from school soon. Anybody got any questions? Like anything? I hit mute by accident. Let's see. Look how much nicotine patches I got. There you go. Man, I want to go to the UK so bad, yo. I'm watching UK videos on YouTube, man, of the strip down there, like places to go, concerts, um, Bunkerhead, what's that? Buckingham Palace, whatever it's called, where the Queen lived and stuff like that. Just awesome. The guards, man, you can't. Them guards don't play around, man. It's like you can't like get near them without them yelling at you or walking in front of them. Like you can literally be walking, just walking, not standing in front of them, walking, and they're walking behind you. They'll yell at you, get out the way. Like, what the hell? I was walking here first. Come back. I would love to go to the UK. I would love to go. Like, you don't understand how bad I would love to go. I know I will never make it though in this life. I know that. I don't have money to get there. I just, you know, I, I would love to, but it'll never happen. I would love to meet you, Pete. I would, like I said, if I could jump on a flight and go, man, I would go. It's not just to meet people, just to smell the air and view, the country. I love the UK. I love Australia too. I didn't forget about you guys down under. I love Australia. Matter of fact, I already said that Australia would be the number one place to move to if I can do it. But UK would be number two. Most definitely, UK would be number two. Number three, I know you're not going to like this, UK, but France. I've been doing research on France too. I like the benefits and things they have in that country. There's a lot of things similar to the UK. I do my homework, but yeah, France will be my third choice. Yep, Australia's number one for me. But I've been watching a lot of UK videos lately, and I would love to go there. This might sound weird, but it's true. I want to live in Australia, but if I could pick one trip, it'll be to the UK. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't say you didn't, but some people in UK don't like France. I've heard things, I've heard things. Just like a lot of people in America don't like Mexico, but I like Mexico. I got no issues with Mexico. So, oh, man. Pete, you remember this, Pete? I don't know if you remember this. I showed it to you one time. I don't know if you remember, but these are lasers. This is a red laser up top. This is a blue laser. This is a laser. This one here. This one here. This is the one that goes through like newspaper, paper towels, but it could pop a balloon. It can light a match. But I don't know if you see that or not. But yeah. It's really bright. If I turn the light off in the kitchen and it's dark in here, and I hit it over my head, the whole room turned blue. That's how powerful and strong this is. But so that's it right here. This is the red laser. It's a red one. And this one here, you put it up to the sky at nighttime, it'll go straight into space. Like you don't know where it ends. That's how powerful this one is. This is just the battery charger for this one. Here's the red battery for this one. These two little blue batteries, it's for this one. There's two already inside there. And this key here is to lock this one in the back. So, children won't get to it if it's sitting around on the table. And then in here is just little lights that you can screw into here. And when you put it on the wall, it'll be heart shapes or stuff like that. But I don't like using them. I only use the straight beam. But yeah, I showed this to you before, P. I don't know if you remember. But I had it stored away, and I just pulled it out last night and charged the batteries and started messing around with it last night. It's illegal to point it to the skies here in Philadelphia. But, I just real quick to make sure it still goes where it goes, and it did. Yeah, they say it gets into helicopters, your pilot's eyes. distracts them from flying. I don't know how, but that's what they say. So it's illegal. So you got to be very careful with one of them here in Philadelphia. You can't point it at cars or nothing like that. You shine at somebody's eye within 2 seconds, they'll go blind. Like I said, those things like matches. Looks cool. We can't have them. I think they got banned over here. And you know what's crazy about that, Shelly? That the blue laser is way stronger than the red laser. The red laser don't even pop balloons or light a match or go through paper towels. The blue one does. Once it's fully charged, yes. But if you're using it all day and the battery's going low, no, it won't put a hole through a paper towel. It only does it when you fully charge the battery. Maybe that's why they banned it, because of the sky situation. A lot of pilots were complaining, if you shine that in my eye when I'm driving, it's not going to make me crash. So I don't know how it's going to make a plane crash. You know what I'm saying? But irrespective, it's not right. You shouldn't be shining nothing in nobody's eyes. So if pilots say it distracts them, you got 200 people on board, it should be a crime. But yeah, traffic control in the U.S. with all the airplanes and all, that's all another story. That's been a mess. You're right, Shelly. I lost some weight. I don't know if you can tell or not. If you can see it in my face. Not much, like 15, 20 pounds. I want to go another 30. Another 30. Get to like 185, 190. I'm about to end this stream, guys. There's really nobody talking besides Shelly and Pete. And I got to start getting ready soon to pick up my son. You asked about Elias. He's doing good. He just, he's a little too hyper now. Like, if you thought he was hyper then, he's like way over the top now. It's been tough. He's getting older. He's demanding more things. He's tough right now. It's hard. It really is hard. And he's just, he's growing. He's 7 years old. He'll be 8. Wow, he'll be 8. Unbelievable. Wow, amazing. 8. You guys that follow me from the beginning, you remember how small he was on my lap, He'll be 8. It's been hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard. I love my son with everything, all, and I almost love him as much as I love God. That's how much I love him. But man, that kid's something else. It's special to me. It means a lot to me, It really does. I look at him, like my dad left when I was 4. So I never had that. Like hold on. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I forgot what I was talking about. Somebody please remind me. I forgot what I was talking about. I really do forgot. I forget things like this now. I'm trying to think. I forgot. I mean, I can rewind my phone, but let me see. Uh, oh yeah, now thank you. I'll let her know, Pete, about Elias. Yeah, it's been hard, man. It's whew. But I'll stay there until I drop dead of a heart attack. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to end. I'm not going to run. Like I was saying, my dad left when I was 4. I never had that dad take me fishing. I never had that dad taking me to the park. Never had that dad tell me, no, this is wrong. No, you can't do that. Never had that dad to say, watch for this girl. Yeah, girls do this. Girls want that. Be careful. Respect women. Just the things that your dad's supposed to tell you. Stay out of trouble, stay out of fights. I never had that. Most important, take me towards a toy store or something. You know. Hey Cindy, how you doing? Uh, Hanging in there. But yeah. So I never had that. Um, so when I uh, see him out with me and he's running all over the place, buying him things and stuff like that, and I just stare. I'd be like, watch them at the park play or something like that, or throw water in the stones in the river. And after what I went through last week, I feel blessed. You know, it's like I'm living through his eyes. You know, I'm experiencing something I never had. That's how I feel. Cindy, I went through a lot this past week. If you want to, when you have time, you can go back to the beginning and listen to what happened. And you'll know what I've been going through. But I hope your channel's doing much better since the last time, and I hope your family's in good health and spirit. Thanks, Cindy. So I'm gonna head on out, guys. I got to get ready to pick up Elias. I just wanted to go on here and give you an update what's been going on. So once I feel better, I'll get back out there. I'm almost there, not 100%. Like I said, today was my last day of my 7-day antibiotics, 1 pill each day. It was threw in the trash. Finally finished it. It was 7. Got out last Thursday. I signed myself out, by the way. No, it shouldn't be. I changed my number and I don't give it out no more because of the issues and problems I were having last time I was giving it out. I know I can always get a text me now number and use that, but I would still get the disrespect messages and all that stuff. So I don't do that no more. Matter of fact, I lost a subscriber. Cindy, I lost a subscriber that was supporting me all the time, sending money towards the channel, buying wound care, just buying things for Elias and stuff like that. And she had my old address, and she was sending things there unannounced. Real kind lady. And once we moved, we vowed not to ever give our new address to anybody, no matter what. And after the home invasion that we had, our address is public. It's not public. It's something like witness protection, but not technically that. Um, and she texted me, and I was explaining to her, and she asked for the new address so she can send Elias things. And I told her, I said, if I do that, Ashley would kill me. She would kill me. And she knew who it was too, who was asking. But people gave me hundreds of dollars towards my car, and those people turned on me. So we didn't want to take no chances. This person turned on me for any reason, and then a lot of people have our new address, and all that shit will start up again. You know, the letters that my son was getting in the mail, they was calling him names, death threats, uh, just all kinds of stuff. Uh, Department of Human Services showing up, like dumb things, telling us that people keep calling in and making these, and then when they start to realize that they were like prank calls, they finally stop. But it's just crazy what boring people will go in life just to get a kick out of doing that to somebody. Just like I think of me doing it to someone else. I couldn't imagine it. Like, what did this person on YouTube that I never met before, what did they do to me and my family that I gotta waste my time and my life to send Department of Human Services to their house, having the cops show up at the house, sending them threatening messages and letters to their kids? Like, what did they do to me and to my kids and to my family and to my home for someone to do that? Just don't understand it. It's just, I really don't. And I pray for them people that they find the right path in life one day. Just stop that stuff, man. Like, you can use that energy to go help a church, donate to a church, volunteer at a soup kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Do things that God will want you to do. You understand? So I just don't get it sometimes. So that's why I don't do that no more. I don't give out any of that information. Email, if anybody wanted to contact me, it goes through the email. So I apologize, but that's how it is now. It's not up there. So guys, listen, I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna let you guys go. Um, I'm gonna let you guys go. I gotta go and pick up a license. I'm going to really, really try. I'm going to really, really try. I'm not promising you nothing, so please don't hold me against it. I'm going to really, really try to get down Kennington next week. I'm going to really, really try. If I was a wager, I'll say 60%. But like I said, don't hold me to it. Because the last time I said that, I was hospitalized. So I'm going to try to give you guys that, man. I appreciate everybody that watched on the live and was here and commented. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody that watched the replay, thank you. Leave a comment if you want. I appreciate all you being here. Remember, guys, I'm going to say it again. Tell your grandkids, your kids, your loved ones every single night. Not just night. I do it when I drop my son off to school. I love you. Be good today. Tell them you love them. It'll just make you feel good knowing that if you was to pass, that loved one heard you say I love you to them before you went. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow is not promised. Trust me, from experience, I know that. You know, on the way to the hospital, I don't remember none of that. I don't remember none of that. Ashley showed me the home camera when I was laying on the floor, gasping for air. I don't remember none of that. She showed me the video of the paramedics helping me, pulling out a tube. Remember none of that. The ride to the ambulance, remember none of that. ICU, remember none of that. All I remember, the last thing I remember is waking up in the ICU and seeing Ashley to my left and her son Trey to my right. That was the last thing I remember seeing when I woke up. Then I went back out, and then I woke up again that night, I believe. 2 days later, they moved me upstairs to the regular rooms. And the fourth day, I signed myself out because I asked the doctor, can I take because they were giving me antibiotics through my vein. And I'm strong antibiotic. I mean, I couldn't see, I was blurred. I couldn't see nothing. And so I felt like I was getting better, but I think they wanted to give me 7 days of antibiotics through my veins. So I just asked them on the fourth day. I said, I can't take this stuff at home. There's no pill. He goes, yeah, we can do that. Are you sure is that what you want to do? How about you have emergency at home? And this time you don't make it. I said, that's just a chance I have to take. I miss my son. If you could promise me that I have a shot taking this antibiotics, and be home, safe. He goes, I can't promise you that, but you can take it at home. And I was like, then I'm signing myself out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I signed myself out Thursday, 4 days in the hospital, 2 days in the ICU. That thing they pull out of your very, very painful. I thought I was on fire on the bed. But anyway, that's another story. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for showing up. I love you guys. Remember, love is the key. Drama-free. Heal the past, live the present, dream the future, love, health, peace, and happiness to all. Until next time, this is Mike for Narcotropolis. Peace.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been